Hi, Shaun Radcliffe with Radcliffe Associates here at Coldwell Banker, and I'm here with Glenn Hemry from the Hemry-Lasalla Group at LoanDepot. And Glenn, in today's super competitive buyer's market, what makes an offer stand out? So on the listing side, we see the contract change in December 2021. H3 of the residential purchase agreement talks about that you can have a pre-qualification, a pre-approval, or a fully underwritten approval. Now, what does that mean for a buyer when they're getting those?
Exactly, and this is a great change for the contract now so that you as a listing agent can really see where that buyer stands. So a pre-qualification is really just, hey, if a buyer were to call me and we had a conversation over the phone, I could do a pre-qualification, and based on those numbers, I could say, yeah, it looks like you would be approved for a mortgage. Really doesn't say anything. It doesn't really.
So I just give you, I make $100,000, I have no debt, my credit score is 750, you type it in and
hey, looks good. You're pre-qualified.
So it's not worth the paper it's written on.
Absolutely. So the next one is a pre-approved loan, and what we do then is we have you do the application.
Yeah.
You complete we pull credit, we look at the numbers. We're still going off of the information that the buyer gave us.
Okay.
Their income's $100,000. We use that. We can then collect documentation to verify that, but we're decisioning that on our system that all lenders use the same system, and we're getting an approval from that. I'm not an underwriter. Any lender is not an underwriter, so it still has to go through that underwriting process. So a little better than the pre-qualification.
So then what's the last one?
So then the next step would be get that loan fully underwritten and approved. So we're actually doing the application, pulling credit, we're gathering all the documentation from the borrowers. We're actually taking that, putting it together, and we're submitting that to underwriting so that an underwriter can actually give us that full underwritten approval. With that, our focus now becomes the property. We're not dealing with the buyer anymore at that point.
Great point. So on the listing side, when we see fully underwritten pre-approvals, pre-qualifications come through, we know that the buyer has already gone through everything that if you were working with Glenn and Mike at LoanDepot that they've done for our buyers. So we see about 30% of the buyers that are writing offers do that, which I don't really get, because in today's really competitive market, that's something you can do to make your offer stand out, because basically all you need is a property address and if there's an appraisal needed, and then slide it back into underwriting. So if you're not working with a lender that's giving you that advice, give Glenn and Mike a call. That's definitely important, because you don't want your offer rejected, not based on the fact that it has not been fully underwritten approval. Of course, if you have any questions about this video, we'd love to see comments below.